So many iconic scenes from A Christmas Story. I mean, truly, you could say every scene is now an iconic scene of the movie, but you can make a case that Flick getting his tongue stuck to the pole is definitely one of the best and most iconic scenes in a film altogether, especially this one.
And this year it celebrates its 40th anniversary. Hard to believe. To celebrate, we welcome Scott Schwartz.
Oh my gosh!
Better known as Flick from A Christmas Story.
It's so good to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Just during commercial break, we've had so much fun catching up with him. You're a great guy. You're super fun.
Oh, thank you.
So tell everyone how you got involved with A Christmas Story, because you're not from Cleveland. It was filmed here, as we all know.
Yeah. Well, I got cast out in New York. I had done a film called The Toy with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason.
Wow.
And
you were young. How old were you?
I was actually 13. I was 14 by that point.
That's young.
No. I started in showbiz, I was 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the director, Bob Clark, God rest his soul, he saw The Toy, and a couple days later he called me in, and we were in New York. Long story short, we talked. We had a hot dog. I came back, we talked, and he said, thanks.
Yeah.
And within 10 minutes, he called my agent and said, I got the film.
Wow.
Oh, that's
I never even read for the film. It was the easiest audition ever.
No,
wow, that's incredible.
Just a hot dog lunch.
It was a hot dog and a little chit chat, and he just wanted to see my personality,
Right.
see if I fit the role of Flick.
He knew right away.
Yeah.
Because you had done acting, as you said. You started when you were 8 years old. Was your tongue actually stuck there? Did you have the difficulty as an actor to have to keep it pressed there to make it look like it was stuck?
No, it was a plastic pole, and they had a hole in it about the size of your pinky nail, and a little suction tube. So just think a vacuum cleaner. That's really all it was.
Really? So it really? No.
But now, if anybody wants to try it out there, I'll tell you the quick story. Go put a spoon in your freezer.
Yeah.
Leave it there for about a minute, but get a glass of hot water. You put the spoon on your tongue, pour the hot water. Otherwise, you're stuck. It does happen. It does work. Please don't do it.
Don't do it. I mean, kids were doing that all across the country, emulating you.
I met a few of them.
Yeah.
Really?
They come by and, with their parents, and they're like, oh, I did this. And I'm like, you're an
Please
idiot.
don't.
You're an idiot.
Please
What are
don't.
you doing?
It was movie magic, so now we all know. A little suction and a little tiny hole in there.
Oh, yeah.
So neat.
So now you're 40 years later on this, after the film, you're getting back with the whole cast and having an opportunity to talk to people and kind of relive some of those memories.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be out here November 10th, 11th, 12th. The Cleveland Film Commission, which is a nonprofit, and they bring economic opportunities here to the area for film and TV.
Yeah.
So they're throwing this event, and as you can see, we have our behind the camera panel and meet and greet, and first time in 40 years, and I mean this is big.
It's huge.
Peter Billingsley, Ralphie, is coming back to Cleveland. He has not been here in 40 years. And people go, oh, and I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah,
It took me 3 years to convince him to do this. And, and he's always kind of had a warm spot in his heart for Cleveland.
Right.
Yeah.
We all kind of do.
Right.
And you guys we're showing this picture. This is my brother and I, because we were both actors in the film. So we were saying it was shot in '83, is that right?
Yeah, February of '83.
So,
oh, look at you.
Wow,
look at you.
I have to tell you, both my parents were in it. We had so much fun, and it was great playing with, you guys played like with us extras, which I'll never forget. It was so much fun.
Right.
We were just kids playing games, and then we'd go film a little bit, and then we'd play more games and eat, and it was such a big experience, great experience for me as a kid. Never, ever did I think this movie would be so big. Did you guys ever think at the time?
Did.
I mean, it was almost like when it hit theaters, people were kind of laughing at it, but then it just snowballed, and then now it is for what it is, this classic film.
Television, then it went into VHS hell, as we call it, for all those years. And then God bless Ted Turner, who bought the film from MGM and started the marathon. And, there's never been a film that came out and 20 years later they do merchandise.
It's crazy.
That just doesn't happen.
And there's the house for it, the museum,
we don't talk about
everything else, right? Yeah, I know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, right.
And then the sequel as well, which came out, and you were talking about how you were really involved with that one as well, especially in the writing portion.
Peter Billingsley wrote the storyline, hired the director, and really it was a 4-year passion of love for him to get this done, as the original was Bob Clark. It took Bob Clark 12 years to do the original to get it made. So, stepping back into the role of Flick and shooting in Sofia, Bulgaria, You know, the new one where they recreated the house and they recreated, you know, Higbee's and everything over there. Flick's Tavern.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to be with all of the guys. I mean, we've all been friends over the years.
Yeah.
But this is a different situation where for 7 weeks you're in Bulgaria. And there's no wives, there's no kids, which I don't have either. Right. But you just get to hang out and you have breakfast and you have lunch and you get to have these great adult conversations as opposed to when we did the film.
Yes.
You know, the original. And the original, they kept the bullies away from us. Bob Clark did not want Scott Farkas and Grover Dill to hang out with the rest. They wanted us to be afraid of them.
That's so funny. That's so interesting.
Credit to Bob, yeah.
We could talk to you for hours and hours. There's so many neat things about it. And again, A Christmas Story Christmas, if you haven't seen it, that's the second one. I just love that movie. I laughed my head off. I cried. Also, I love how you stay so true to the characters and the storyline, and it really makes so much sense. When you've watched the first one and you love it, you will love this one even more. Yeah. So you're going to be back in town. I'll be seeing you too. We'll be broadcasting live.
Ralphie Comes Home. You go to clevelandfilm.com. You can see all the information about the event. There it is, the 40th anniversary cast expo. We're going to have 11 cast members that we know of so far. Ralphie, Randy, Scott Farkas, Grover Dill, Flick, Schwartz, Monica and Jill, who are the two of the girls from the flagpole scene and the classroom scene. Black Bart. You know, the elves will be here from Higbee's.
We've had them over the years on the film or here on the show.
But it's our biggest thing, and it's a meet and greet, and you can come take pictures and get autographs, and you know, there's admission and there's prices for all that because it is what it is. But you know, go to clevelandfilm.com and check it out. Ralphie's Coming Home, gang. That's
we love it.
You know,
huge.
It's been one heck of a good ride.
What a ride, right?
You know, I'm a kid from Jersey. You know, and to have been in such an iconic film for Cleveland, which doesn't really mix in with Jersey, but that's just how it goes. Yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, your character, you were dynamic, and my goodness, I mean, we want to thank the folks too at the Film Commission too, Cleveland Film Commission.
Yeah, here they are
for bringing you in and doing this. It's going to be fantastic. Don't miss it next month. What a great way to
start off the holiday
season.
You can't go to Walmart or anywhere else and get what you can get by coming to the event. Ralphie Comes Home.
Scott, honored to have you here, man.
A pleasure. You guys are great, and you know, I don't remember her because she was like 7 at the time.
Extra.
But you know, that was great though.
Oh my gosh, yeah, what a great experience. It was fun. You are awesome.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna have so much fun. Make sure you join Scott and the rest of the gang.
Ralphie, Randy, Scott Farkas, Grover Dill. Come on.
It's crazy. And in the meantime, watch A Christmas Story Christmas.